Good morning, guys, and welcome back. This is my first video of 2021. Oh gosh, I only said 2020. So welcome to the learning corner, the book corner, whatever the heck you want to call it, the book nook. These the books that I was given by my mentor, Steve, who passed away last year. So that was one of the many challenges of 2020, I guess. So, but yeah, finally got my own place and have the ability to put the books up, and I've combined mine as well. So we got a lot of books, and there's another bookshelf over here as well. So, yeah, first video of 2021 though, crazy. I've been meaning to do this for a little while. I was going to do it New Year's Eve originally, then I was going to do it New Year's Day, then I was going to do it on my birthday or the day before or the day after, and here we are on the 3rd of February, so a little bit belated, but anyway, it was just been a crazy start to the year, and I guess haven't had the energy or get caught up in the old mind once again before I do these videos, so it's just anyway, get there in the end. So 2020, what a year it was. I learned a lot, I suffered a lot, and still suffering because of a lot of things that happened, but most valuable lessons had been learned through 2020. So very challenging year for everybody. It was a massive year, something that nobody had ever really experienced in our life, and I hope we all made it out the other side relatively unscathed. I've again suffered a fair bit, but coming now into the realization that I am healing, I am getting better at understanding myself and my mind and how it operates, and that's thankfully to a lot of beautiful people that I am surrounded with, but then my own mental fortitude as well, and the understanding of myself and the true self, rather than just what the ego tells me. And it's been an incredible journey. So let's label off a few of the things that happened last year. Left Samsung, went to spend more time at Tenawa, but then also went and did my disability support work through Real Life Skills, and working with Samantha and the rest of the team was absolutely an amazing opportunity, and seeing the boys that I was working with grow and develop as people was awesome. It was a truly humbling, and I truly believe that I learnt more from my boys than they actually learnt from me, and it was an experience that I was very, very blessed to have, and I will forever be grateful for. And thanks again to Semi for giving me an opportunity to be able to do that, and it helped me survive the year that was 2020. But yeah, so left Samsung March, did that, went to Tenawa, but then come November, I resigned from Real Life Skills, and as of December or whenever it was, I came on full-time here at Tenawa, which is a huge milestone. That is a big leap from the humble beginnings that we had. A lot of grinding, a lot of hustling to get there, but and they're full-time now, which has been awesome, and it's flying along. It's becoming its own beast, and with that ride, I'm just holding onto the bastard, trying to keep the wheels on it, and seeing where it takes me, because it's once again really starting to open up, and once again become its own beast. So watch this space for that one. Lots of cool things on the horizon with it, but yeah, outside of that, got my own place. It's weird living on my own, and that's it's messing with my head a little bit, just because of the shit that I'm dealing with and processing and whatever else, but it's really cool at the same time. I've never lived on my own, so it's a different experience, and makes you realize a lot of your bad habits as well. There's no one else around here to blame for the mess that gets built up in the place, but at the same time, there's nobody else to bounce off when you're here alone, and you can get caught up in the funk of your own mind. When your mind works as fast as mine does, it's a bad place to be sometimes. So, but learning and growing from it, which is awesome, and it's helping me, I guess, deal with the demons that are inside my head that I haven't dealt with in the past. A big part of that one was January 26th. A lot of you celebrate it as Australia Day. That's the day that I celebrate for, as my family call it, my heart day. That was the anniversary of my heart surgery 4 years ago this year, which is crazy. Crazy to think how far I've come from then, being a scared 25/26-year-old leading into open heart surgery, which is, rightfully so. Going into that surgery, I essentially gave myself a 50-50 chance of survival. I was going to sleep and not waking up, or I was going to sleep and I was waking up. So it was as raw as that. And that processing that in your own mind is a wild thing. I've shared a bit of that story before, but it's something that I definitely want to, forever touch on, because it's something that obviously will have a dramatic impact in my life. And obviously I woke up being able to give my brother the finger. I woke up being able to eat food. That was exciting. Hug my family. And it was, it's a different experience. And you have an understanding or an appreciation of life in a very different way when that happens. So January 26th, I was home alone at night, and it was, a lot of strange thoughts going through my mind, I guess, in regards to my own mortality, which is something that I guess I processed it and dealt with it, but at the same time I hadn't. There's still a lot of underlying built up energy and trauma around that, which is completely understandable. There's big warnings from the doctors before I went in to say that there is post-traumatic stress from it, which again is completely understandable. But I'm as always eternally grateful for that opportunity. That was huge. Recorded a few more podcasts. So did my first podcast as an interviewee, which was strange. I'd always been an interviewer, and it was weird for me to go there. I was a little bit nervous and excited and all those crazy feelings. But the team over at Crikey TV, huge production crew, absolutely crazy. But very grateful for that as well, and love the fact that there's people out there that want to hear my story and the shit that I've gone through, because I waffle on, I know that, but I love getting to share the experiences that I've had, and if anybody can take a lesson out of it, then so be it. I love that. So we've done 2 podcasts with the guys over there now. Carl, he's killing it. Reached out to me last year, and he left his job to go and pursue his dreams, which obviously that's a very similar path that I went down. And it's not an easy route. So if you can get somebody to lean on to help understand, or even just vent to, sometimes you just need to let it out. Then I'm all ears, and that's what I've done for Carl. Is I've been there to support him through a few things, and maybe help him take a different perspective on the journey and the reality that is his world at the moment. So huge. Go over to Crikey TV, any social media, OnlyFans, jump on board, but jump on YouTube and watch his podcast. He's done some unbelievable podcasts with some awesome people, and most recently I did one with there was 3 of us, and there was a bloke called Jonathan Giles, and John had just within the past year or so has discovered God, and in a very Christian way. So we had a bit of a conversation around that, and it was awesome to see Carl's and John's perspective on it, and it was awesome to be able to have a mutual respect and understanding for each other and each of our different beliefs, because I'm very spiritual, and my understanding of what you might call God is probably very different to other people's understandings, but it's something that I want to share with people, and it's something that I need to learn to be able to articulate better, because if I can articulate better, then I can help people discover what God means to me and what it might mean to you or somebody else. So very, very different. My understanding of what God is, God is just a label. It's a name that we put on something, and that something to me is the energy behind this cosmos. It's the energy that is the driving force for growth and change within this reality. So it's what makes trees grow. It's what makes you grow. It's that energy. It's the feelings that you can feel. It's the person behind the curtains, I guess, the one that's pulling strings but not pulling strings. It's a crazy journey. It's something that, once again, as I learn to articulate things better and gain a better understanding of it, then I want to share more of that journey. And a lot of these books are going to help me understand that, and there's a lot of knowledge to be had within there. Colby TV, get over, watch the latest podcast. It's really, really freaking awesome, and I'm stoked to be able to have the opportunity to go and do that. So thanks once again to the team over at Colby TV. I'm honoured. Some other little projects in the works, so keep an eye out for those. I'm hoping that they come to fruition. We'll see. But what it'll mean is me talking more to you guys. So if you're not about that, then that's your problem. But I want to share more of my story and more of my understanding of a lot of shit, because there's a lot of devils up here, a lot of demons that I need to wrestle and deal with. And as I wrestle and deal with them, then it helps me understand a lot of this world and its inner workings and the inner workings of myself. And if I can once again share that story and share my journey and the learnings that I've taken from that, share them, and if one person gets one useful bit of information out of that, then that's all that matters. And I've had some really positive feedback from the podcast that I did with Carl, especially the one with Johnny Boy as well, and it was awesome to be able to do that. And I love hearing the feedback. It drives me, and once again, it's awesome. So another thing that we started, Crikey. I started up a philosophy club because I don't have enough to do, not enough on my plate apparently, but we kicked off the first one of the year last night. We had 6 new people turn up. 5 new people, sorry, which was awesome. And it was really cool to see the difference in ages. The oldest bloke was 42 years old, and then the youngest was 18. So, but what it is a bit of a tribute to my mentor, Steve. He'd always spoken about a number of different things, and it's trying to replicate the catch-ups that him and I used to have. So it was a very open, a very non-judgmental, very deep and philosophical conversation. So a lot of the guys last night were just sharing their story, the things that they have learnt. Paul, he's come over from England, and he just runs a very successful business, but it's about balancing his successful business, his wife's successful business, family life, and just his own mental fortitude. So it was awesome to have his perspective on everything. And then we had 3 younger people as well. So I had a young bloke come through, and he brought a couple of his mates along. They'd recently lost one of their friends to suicide, and you can tell that it's just eating them up on the inside. So helping them understand and process the emotions, and it's hopefully get them to realize that it's okay to hurt, but you need to take discipline in your own life and take control of it, and make sure that you get outside of the hurdles that you're going through. It'll take time, it always does. Nothing happens overnight, but it was really cool, and it was really awesome to get the feedback from them. Especially a young girl who's moving to Brisbane today, and she said she's been crying for weeks about the move because she just wasn't ready for it. But after the last night's meeting, she said that her perspective on it has changed, and she's just looking at it in a different way. And she's saying that she's very happy and very excited now for the opportunity, which, if that's the only thing that comes out of these philosophy clubs, I've had a very positive impact in one person's life with that, and that's all that bloody matters. So, those are cool. If you wanted to attend, if you're on the sunny coast, please come along. I love doing it, and would love to see you there. And if you want to open up your mind and open up your views on this reality and its true inner workings and whatever that means to you, then please hit me up, slide into me DMs, and I'd love to be able to share that with you guys and be able to once again help you grow and understand yourself more than anything. So I think that's pretty much it for now. I'll sign off. I won't keep you too much longer. Thanks for listening if you've made it this far, but watch this space. As always, there's more on the horizon, and I'll keep hustling, keep grinding away. I've got a lot of learning and growth to do within myself, and I understand that now more than ever, but I've never been more determined to do it, and I've never been more sure of who I am as a person and the path that I want to go down. So yeah, it's time to hit the ground running and time to get the discipline back into my life and get everything back on track and be a better version of me, essentially. So starting to take down some notes to write a book. So that's a 5-year journey, and that'll be a long-term sort of thing. I've got a lot of learning and growth to do within myself before I feel like I'll have the ability to write this story. But there's so much learning that I need to do to be able to do that, and the best way for me to learn is through others. So I'll continue grinding away, continue journaling, continue writing about my story, and hopefully then when that book gets released, then I'll be able to do it justice and do justice to everybody who has taught me the lessons that I've needed to learn in life. So to all those people, I do truly say thank you. But anyway, signing off. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope everybody has a fantastic 2021. It's going to be a weird year, I feel. It's going to be a very weird decade. So hang on your hats, pull your socks up, and make sure that you're ready for it, because it's going to slap us in the face and we're not even going to realize where it's bloody come from. So if you need anything, holler at your boy. Please reach out. Any feedback, love to hear it. And I'll see you guys in the next video, I guess. And as always, much love and namaste.